Buenas noches con todos. Good evening, everyone. It's good to have you join us. Most of our Mass is going to be all in Spanish, but we'll have little pieces here and there in English. We are able to celebrate the Holy Triduum here at Casa Hogar, one of the few places. We have our community. We're going to celebrate this Mass that has three major moments. It's Holy Thursday, Good Friday, Holy Saturday. We will show you parts of the prayer that we have. We ask you to please join in. We'll also be doing a holy hour at the end, and we'll be making that available to you, and you'll hear some of the voices of our children. So tonight is a very special night because all of history was changed in these 3 days. When Jesus, at the Last Supper, established the new covenant, this new sacrifice, this special meal that would forever change and lead us to the resurrection. This gives us the church. It gives us the sacraments. And so we are so happy to be able to celebrate this with you. And so we ask you to please join in and enjoy this time of prayer.
Do you love me more than this? Then listen to my words. Do you love me more than this? Then share me with your love. Do you love me more than comfort? The comfort that's just right from the roots of the ground that you must bear. Guess if you love me, then take my hand. Together we will die for the Father.
Today, as we celebrate this Mass with the children in the homily, I especially focus on the three aspects that this Holy Thursday Mass, the Lord reveals to us. Number one, the importance of service, to be able to sacrifice ourselves for others. I have seen more than any other time in my life the sacrifices in this past month of doctors, nurses, people working in stores, people trying to get everything out for the people, putting their lives at risk. Jesus says, love as I have loved. Don't just treat people like you want them to treat you. Love as I have loved, with that complete love. But to do that, we need God's life in us. And that's why in this sacrament, what happens tonight is Jesus gives us the means to be able to love as he loved, and that is the Eucharist. And so Jesus establishes the Eucharist. He changes the Passover from the time of Moses immemorial. He changes that which can never be changed. But Jesus says now is the new covenant. And as he establishes the new covenant, he establishes the new Passover, the new Mass. And this Mass is able to reach all ends of the earth. But for this real presence of his body and blood to be extended and to reach to all the ends of the earth, he establishes the priesthood. And so the priesthood is a very special part of this day. The Chrism Mass was not celebrated here in our diocese. It'll be celebrated in another month. But this is the birthday of priesthood. And so this morning when I prayed, I renewed my vows as a priest, the promises, all alone in the chapel, but very much in communion with all the people. But this sacrament of priesthood, we consecrate ourselves to God so that he, in turn, can use us as instruments to be able to bring his body, blood, soul, and divinity to others. And so this is the great mystery for today. Tomorrow we'll continue with Good Friday and the aspects of that liturgy, and then into Saturday.
Do you love me more than this? Then listen to my words.
We're now at the end of the Mass, and going to begin the procession. This procession symbolizes Jesus leaving the Last Supper and then going out for the agony in the Garden of Gethsemane. And so we will also be making a procession around the whole community here, and then we'll come back, and then we'll begin a time of prayer. And so we ask you to please join in with this holy hour that we will be making.
The journey, sharing with your love. Do you love me more than pride? The kind of pride that lifts you from my side and holds you high above my will. 'Cause if you love me, then take my hand. Together we will die for the Father. Do you love me more than this? Then listen to my words. Do you love me more than this? Then share me with your world. Do you love me more than fear? The kind of fear that keeps you standing down. Are you afraid to move ahead? 'Cause if you love me, then take my hand. Together we will walk towards the Father. Do you love me more than this? Then listen to my words. Do you love me more than this? Then share me